The Silent Symphony of a Hummingbird. Once upon a time in the ancient land of Thar, there was a small village called Bithar. Nestled amidst the verdant hills, Bithar was home to a humble community of farmers and artisans who lived simple lives, in harmony with nature and each other. They believed in the interconnectedness of all creatures and respected the wisdom of the elders, who often shared tales of enlightenment and the importance of living in the present moment. In the heart of Bithar, there stood a majestic tree known as the Bodhi Vriksha. It was said to have been planted by an enlightened Zen master, many generations ago. The tree had grown to be tall and strong, its branches reaching out in all directions, providing shade and shelter to the villagers and the countless birds and animals that made the tree their home. One day, a wandering monk named Anzan arrived at Bithar. Having heard whispers of the village's serenity and its mystical Bodhi Vriksha, he was eager to learn the secrets of the tree. With a deep bow, he asked the village elder, Nayama, for permission to stay and meditate under the tree. Nayama, a wise and compassionate woman, granted Anzan's request. "You are most welcome, Anzan," she said with a warm smile. "But remember, the Bodhi Vriksha is more than just a tree. It is a living embodiment of the Zen teachings. To understand its essence, one must open one's heart and mind to the silent symphony that exists within and around us." Anzan thanked Nayama and settled under the tree to meditate. As he closed his eyes, he felt a deep sense of peace and tranquility enveloping him. The gentle rustling of the leaves and the soothing chirping of the birds seemed to merge with his inner silence, creating a harmonious symphony that resonated with the very core of his being. Days turned into weeks, and Anzan continued his meditation, seeking to unravel the mysteries of the Bodhi Vriksha. As the sun rose and set each day, the tree bore witness to the ebb and flow of life, embodying the transient nature of all things. The leaves that sprouted afresh symbolized the ever-present potential for new beginnings, while the fallen ones served as a reminder of the impermanence of existence. One morning, as Anzan sat in deep meditation, he heard an unusual sound. It was a gentle hum, barely perceptible amidst the chorus of birdsong and rustling leaves. Intrigued, Anzan opened his eyes to find the source of the sound. To his surprise, he discovered a tiny hummingbird hovering near a delicate blossom on one of the tree's lower branches. The bird moved with such grace and precision, its wings beating at an almost imperceptible speed. Anzan marveled at the beauty and agility of the creature, as it sipped nectar from the flower and darted off to another. Anzan felt a deep connection to the hummingbird, as though it were a manifestation of the wisdom he sought. He decided to follow the bird, hoping that it would guide him to enlightenment. Day after day, he observed the hummingbird, as it went about its daily routine of sipping nectar and pollinating flowers. As he watched the hummingbird, Anzan began to notice the intricate patterns and rhythms of its movements. He saw how the bird would hover momentarily before darting to a new flower, how it would adjust its flight mid-air to avoid obstacles, and how it would sometimes pause to rest on a nearby twig, its wings a blur of motion even in repose. Anzan was captivated by the hummingbird's tireless energy and unwavering focus. He realized that the hummingbird was not merely seeking sustenance but was engaged in a delicate dance with the world around it, embracing the present moment with grace and agility. This realization filled Anzan with a profound sense of awe and gratitude. He understood that, like the hummingbird, he too was part of a vast and interconnected web of existence. The delicate dance of the hummingbird was a reflection of his own inner journey, a reminder to embrace the present moment and to live life with mindfulness and grace. Inspired by the hummingbird's wisdom, Anzan returned to his meditation with renewed vigor and determination. He sought to integrate the lessons he had learned from the bird into his practice, striving to cultivate the same focus, agility, and presence of mind that the hummingbird embodied. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Anzan's practice deepened, and he began to experience profound insights and moments of clarity. He felt his connection to the world around him growing stronger and more intimate, as he became increasingly attuned to the silent symphony that existed within and around him. One day, as Anzan sat in meditation beneath the Bodhi vriksha, he experienced a moment of perfect stillness and clarity. It was as though time had stopped, and he was suspended in an eternal present, free from the constraints of past and future. In that instant, he understood the true nature of existence and the interconnectedness of all things. Anzan had at last attained enlightenment. His mind and heart merging with the silent symphony of the universe. He felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the wisdom and guidance of the Bodhi vriksha and the hummingbird, who had shown him the way to inner peace and harmony. With a heart full of gratitude, Anzan approached Nyama, the village elder, to share his insights and experiences. As he recounted the lessons he had learned from the hummingbird and the transformation he had undergone under the Bodhi vriksha, Nyama listened intently, a gentle smile playing on her lips. "You have indeed come a long way, Anzan," Nyama said, her eyes shining with wisdom and compassion. "The hummingbird has shown you the essence of Zen, the delicate dance of life that unfolds in each moment. You have learned to embrace the present, to live with mindfulness and grace, and to see the interconnectedness of all things. These are the true teachings of the Bodhi vriksha, the silent symphony that exists within and around us." Anzan bowed deeply to Nyama, his heart overflowing with gratitude and humility. "Thank you, Nyama, for your wisdom and guidance," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "I will carry these teachings with me always, and strive to share the wisdom of the Bodhi vriksha and the hummingbird with all those I encounter on my journey." From that day forward, Anzan continued his travels, spreading the teachings of Zen and sharing the wisdom of the silent symphony he had discovered beneath the Bodhi vriksha. And as he traveled, he carried with him a small, intricately carved wooden hummingbird, a symbol of the grace and agility that had guided him to enlightenment. And so, the story of Anzan and the hummingbird became a cherished legend in the village of Bithar and beyond. The villagers would often gather beneath the Bodhi vriksha, sharing tales of the wandering monk who had found enlightenment through the silent symphony of a hummingbird, reminding each other of the importance of living in the present moment, with mindfulness and grace.